Welcome to JC Engineering and Technical Drawing. Today we'll be drawing a split guide using the principle of tangency. So we've succeeded in drawing a vertical center line, which is this. So now from our diagram, we are told to locate 2 points such that the total distance from those points will be 30 millimeter apart. So all what we need to do is we'll draw a straight horizontal line, and then from our diagram you can see from this line to this given point is given to us as 35 millimeter. So measure 35 65 millimeter radius. We measure 65 millimeter, and then we indicate it with a point. Then from our point we draw our vertical line up. You can see also we measure 65 millimeter towards our right also, and then we indicate it the point, and then we'll project the points upward with a center line, which we succeeded in doing. And then from our diagram you can see a radius here of 25 millimeter radius. So what we need to do, pick 25 millimeter from our rule using our compass. So we succeeded in getting our 25 millimeter radius, place it at the beginning of this tip, then we'll scribe an arc. Then from our point, our arc which we've just constructed, we'll project the arc with a center line. Also we'll do same towards our left this way, and then we'll call this point here point A, and we'll call this point A1. Now using point A with radius 25 millimeter, using this point A1 with radius 25 millimeter, we'll draw our semicircle. You can see a curve, it's a semicircle, so we'll draw a semicircle, and then we'll do same also towards our left. From point A we also draw a semicircle this way. So we're going to locate two circles at point A and point A1, given that their diameter is 25. So we divide 25 by 2, which will give us 12.5. So we'll use 12.5 radius, place it at point A, and then we'll draw a complete circle. Also place 12.5 as point A1, and then we'll draw a complete circle. And then from our diagram you can see our 15 degree plus another 15 degree, which will give us 30 degree. So we'll place a 60-degree set square towards this point. If you are placing 60-degree set square at an angle 90 this way, so the remaining portion here will becomes 35 and will become 30 degree. So we'll rule using our construction line, rule with the construction line. Also we'll do same towards our left, and then we rule. You can see we've gotten 30 degree to our left, 30 degree to our right. From our diagram, they say we should open to radius, let's call this point B. Now this is point B. From point B to this arc, they say we should open to a radius of 130 millimeter. So take 130 millimeter using our compass. So we succeeded in picking a 130 millimeter radius. A compass pin at point B. We draw an arc such that it touches our angle 30 degree at our left and our right, this way. So the next thing we'll do, we'll pick our protractor and then we'll align it such that this line falls at angle 90 and the remaining lines falls at 0, 0. That shows balanced. Then we'll pick 30 degree towards our left and then 30 degree to our right. We'll take 15 degrees, 15 degree to our left, 15 degree to our right. 15 to my right and then 15 degrees to my left. Now we'll use a rule. Take our rule from point B to our point which will locate at our left. We'll draw a straight construction line. Make it very light and then project. Also do same as point B towards our point which will located at our right. Very light construction line, then we've gotten that. And then from our diagram, we are told that from point B to get this arc here, and this is 200 millimeter radius. So open our compass to 200 millimeters radius, which I've done. We'll place it at point B and then we'll draw an arc. We'll draw an arc such that once it touches this 15 degree, we'll stop. Do same towards our right. You can see, and then we'll erase the portion outside to make our work look very neat. Now we've done with this portion. Now from our diagram, you observe that they say the thickness of this is 25 millimeter. So this thickness till this point to this point is 25 millimeters. So all what you need to do is say 25 millimeter, which is this, which is also this, minus 200 millimeter radius, which will give you 175, will give you this arc. So you open to radius 175 millimeter to get this arc. So which I've opened with my compass. Place it at point B, and then I'll draw an arc also to my right. And so you can see it at our image is coming out. So erase this portion and then we'll erase this also. Then we'll outline this and this. So we've done outlining both path. Now we'll focus on these aspects. Now there's a curve here. There's also a curve. There's a curve. There's a curve. So they see the curve is 12 millimeter radius. So you come to this point here, you pick the tip at which this arc and this line meet. Then you scribe an arc with 12 millimeter radius. You scribe another arc. Now we call this point at which you scribe here point C and here point C1. Now using point C here, we scribe an arc. Using point C1, we bisect the arc. Now using the point of their intersection, you can see touching point C1 and point C, we'll draw our arc. Now we'll erase this portion. And remember it's a radius, so a full cycle is supposed to enter the portion, that portion. So I'm repeating it. Now then I'll put the construction line. You see a circle entering. You see it's perfectly done. So we'll do same thing to this portion here. Then you bisect the arc. Use the point of the intersection. Make sure you get to the point of the intersection. Then we'll draw our arc. If you like, you can make a construction line with your complete circle. Now you can see we've done with that. So repeat same process towards our left hand side. So we are done repeating similar stuff here at this side. So outline this portion over here. You can see the straight line of our 30-degree. We'll join with a straight line. Also do same here. Make it neat. See, like mine. All right, then we'll move to the next step, which is getting this portion over here. There's a line here which it says 25 millimeter what distance from this line, 30 degree. So all what we need to do, you can see my t-square, place it down, I shift it downward, I bring my set square, 30 and 60 degree set square. I'll place it this way at point B. You can see my 30 degrees facing my left and my right. So I'll use my pen, so, and then I'll draw from point B. This is point B, which is also this. From point B, I'll draw a straight line downward. Now what I just did is that I've succeeded in creating an angle 90 degree at point B. So now from my 90 degree line, from the line I just created, I'll measure 25 millimeter, and then I'll indicate with the point, this 25 millimeter. Now from the point which I indicated, I'll place my set square, my 60 degree set square, towards this direction, which you can see on the screen, and then I'll draw a straight line from the point till it hits my radius of this of 200, which is this, the arc which we got. And then if you measure it very well closely, you find that it's giving you what, 25 millimeter distance apart. You can see it clearly from the screen, 25 millimeter apart. So we do same thing to towards our left hand side. From point B, I'll draw a straight line. Now creating angle 90 degree at point B, I'll measure 25 millimeter from point B, and then I'll indicate to the point. I'll place my 60 degree set square this way, which you can see on the screen. Doing it this way gives me a chance of drawing a perpendicular line, a parallel line, sorry, having 25 millimeter what, equidistance. So the next thing I'll do, I'll erase this portion, and then I'll erase this portion also. Now the next step, you can see from our diagram, we have a curve at this portion here, and then a curve at this portion also. So the thing, what we do, we'll pick 38 millimeter radius with a compass, which I've done. We'll bring it at the point where this line and this arc meet, and then we'll scribe an arc, scribe also an arc. We'll call this arc uh, C1 and then C2. So using point C1 on this arc, we'll scribe an arc. You can see my arc. Using point C2, we bisect the arc. Now using the point of the intersection, we'll draw a radius. We'll draw an arc. Now if you want to see this, you can also do this. Don't see it necessary, but some institution will ask you to draw with all details showing, so you can see it's a construction line, there's a cycle there, so you are free to erase this portion here, which is not needed anymore. So the next thing we're going to do is that we're going to repeat similar process here. So the next thing we'll do is that we're going to get, there's a radius here joining this circle and this line together. Now one of the principles of tangency states that when two circles touch each other externally, we add their radius together. That's what I mean. They are touching each other externally, so add the radius together. So add radius 25 millimeter with another radius 25 millimeter, which will give us radius 50 millimeter. We take our 50 millimeter with our compass, which I've done. We'll place it at point A1 here, and then we'll scribe an arc. Also place it at point A here. We'll also scribe an arc because it's similar stuff. And then you find out that this radius is radius 25 millimeter. So you take your rule from your angle which you've gotten, you measure 25 millimeter. Make sure you do it very perfectly, 25 millimeter. You indicate to the points, and then using your set square, You draw a construction line, very light, such that it will what bisect this arc. Now using the point of its intersection, point O, point 0, the point of the intersection, point 0, you open your compass, which I've done to radius 25 millimeter, place it at point 0, which is the point of the intersection, and then we'll draw our arc touching the circle and the line with an outline. Make sure this is an outline. And then your detail work should be what, in a construction line, so that you can see that the cycle here is not entering this and it's not entering the line of this. Also pick 25 millimeter also degree from our left side. We indicate it with a point, and then using a set square, we'll draw a straight line, construction line, to bisect this. Now at the point of the intersection here, we'll call this point 02. Using point 02, open a compass to radius 25 millimeter. Now using the point of the intersection, point 02, you open your compass to radius 25, which I've done. Place it at point 02, which is the point of the intersection, and then you draw your arc. Let's see, with an outline, and then this. You can see that we've succeeded in drawing our arc, and this then will outline. We'll join these lines together to make it right. We'll outline and don't give it a double line. You can see. Also do same thing to our right. Then finally we'll do same at the base. So we've done in constructing our split guide using the principle of tangency. Please do well to subscribe, like, and share.